The next thing
Quick
is...
question.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sure.
The helmet, are we supposed to have it on or in the backpack?
In the backpack, and then you don it when we need it.
Roger.
All right, the next thing is the actual mission. So we're going to be spawning at a place called the Annex. It's a joint for area of CIA, RG, and what was it, the 5th? I think it's the 5th. Basically, it's an operations base to influence and prepare for the upcoming elections in the region. If you've ever seen 13 Hours of Benghazi, it's exactly that. So we're operating in this annex building. It's marked on the map right now. It's west of the mosque in the northernmost city in this map. And our task is to be escorting an HVT. He's a diplomat or a CIA operative from various locations. The first location is an IDAP meeting, which is at the IDAP outpost in the northeastern portion of the map. It's mostly just get him there, maintain security, make sure everything's okay, watch for tails. Caesar did mention that. Watch for anything that's out of the ordinary in the SUVs on the way. And then the second spot is to drop off the HVT at some sort of meeting. We don't know what it is. We don't know what its purpose is, but it's likely he's going to tell us to fuck off when we get there. So we're not going to be sticking around. We're just dropping the guy back off and going back to the annex. The annex is our base of operations. We're going to be leaving from there, coming back, then leaving again, then coming back, and it is a stronghold. When we're there, we're securing it, we're watching it, we're making sure there's nothing funky going on in the streets. So with that said, after we get our loadouts all sorted at the beginning of the mission, we're going to be doing a little perimeter walk. We're going to have about 10-15 minutes to ourselves before we have to start escorting the HVT. We're going to be doing a perimeter walk, the group of us. We're going to get to know the complex. We're going to get to know the places we need to set up, and we're going to be naming certain sectors of the outside of the complex. That way, if we do have to hold it, if there is some sort of shit that goes on, which I fully expect there will be, if you've ever seen 13 Hours of Benghazi, we need to be prepared and we need to be up on those rooftops and ready to engage targets. And we need to know what sectors we're calling out to each other and where each other are at all times. Like, this is the most important part of this. So anyway, any questions so far?
Nope, all good.
So the vehicles we have to us are the 4x Cup SUVs. Those are the ones that you can side mount and jump on top. They're not going to be loaded with weapons. We will not be side mounting them. We will actually be going inside. But those are the SUVs we're tasked with. The HVT is going to be controlled by Caesar. He's going to be doing a little bit of role playing, but I'm not sure how much he's going to be involved because he also has to juggle the gambler objectives. But he will be in one of the vehicles with us. Unknown which one at this time. And I don't know what the convoy makeup is going to be yet. We can figure that out when we're actually in mission. The respawn situation. So if you die, and if it's just you who dies, then you're going to be on a 20-minute timer. If you die and a buddy dies, both of you will be on that 20-minute timer. And when you respawn back in, you'll be respawning at the RG base, which is at the International Airfield in the south. In order to relink with us, you're going to be dropped somewhere in the perimeter of the main town that we're in, Kauai? Anyway, in the perimeter of that city. And you're going to have to covertly get to us from the perimeter of that town. You will not be respawning with your low-profile loadouts. You'll be spawning in with your typical loadouts, and it's basically up to you or your buddy to get to us. Now, that's not to say that's the only ways of respawn. If you get some sort of crash or if something funky goes on or if we get an entire team wipe, Caesar might teleport us into the annex or whatever. But if you die because you fucked up, you're going to be spawning at the airbase and you're going to be waiting 20 minutes. And you're, like I said, you're not going to have your low-profile loadouts at that time. Any questions about respawns?
Nope, clear.
All right, let me just go over my notes. So when we get inside the mission, like I said, the priority is get your loadouts all sorted, enough ammo. That's a big thing. And then I'll be asking you guys when you're ready. Then we're going to be doing a perimeter sweep. We're going to walk around, take a look at the complex itself. I actually have a photo of the actual complex in chat, but C's told us that he's going to be adding a whole bunch of more buildings specifically to cover the entrances, make it a bit more fortified, things like that, things that we can actually utilize to hold that area. But we're going to be going around. We're going to be naming things. Sam's going to be marking them on the map for us, and specifically getting some ideas on what's around the complex too, from the rooftops, like the construction site, or the tin roofs from the north, or I don't know. We'll name stuff just so we know. We'll probably figure out the convoy situation at that time too. Um, I know that we have 4 cup vehicles, but there's only 5 of us right now, possibly 6. So we're probably only going to be taking 2 of them. I don't know. It's up to you guys if you guys have any objections. We're going to be setting up buddy teams, and we're going to be determining routes to the first IDAP outpost before we actually hit this mission off. So we've got a lot of shit to do beforehand, but it's mostly all logistical. And yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else to add. Sam, do you have anything else to add?
Nope.
Anybody have any questions? All right, cool.